Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome back to Doomlink's Live Hunts. This is my first Doomlink's Live Hunts recording of the year of 2020, or for the year of 2020, and it's freaking hot today. So what do I have? For the first time ever on camera, I will be drinking sparkling wine. In this case, it's something, I don't know. It's called Blanc de Blancs. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's French. So we're gonna drink it. Not quite champagne, I don't think, but anyway. Need to get a few things organised, you'll have to forgive me. But either way. My hair is weird, that's a thing. I'm probably gonna spend, you know what, you're gonna get hair cam today. Just need to, you know, make sure everything's alright. Doesn't need to be straight as something that's straight. I don't have a comparison there. But, you know, hair cam. And it's still not okay. Well, whatever, life goes on. Get a brush, Doomlink. Well, look, I don't have one nearby. So, anyway, let's go get the chats up, and then you lovely people can communicate with me. And then everyone will be happy. I will be spending a little bit of time doing things like talking to you guys before actually getting started with any hunting. And also, I'll be pouring wine and things like that, so... Okay, if I could actually go to my channel, please, computer. Should I be blaming my computer, YouTube, or myself? That is a question that needs to be asked. How about we get the fucking Twitch stream up first? Or, well, the Twitch chat up first, I should say. Not that the Twitch chat really matters, but anyway. The Twitch chat, they're like a bunch of randoms, like... I was about to say fuck those people, and then I decided not to say that, but then I said it anyway, so it doesn't matter. What I mean is, you know, my regular viewers are usually on YouTube, whereas my regular Twitch viewers are not regular viewers, actually, so they're not... yeah, let's move on. Okay. About to get the YouTube chat up. Here we go. I've got someone liking it already, that's a good start. Who's watching? I've got a guess. It's mistake number 7 and Max the Hunter. How did number 7 beat you to the stream? I have got no frickin' idea. He is just... It's as if he sits at his computer like this, waiting for me to go live. Of course, I don't mean that negatively. Welcome to the stream, number 7, and welcome, Max the Hunter. He's always in first. Well, not always, but 90% of the time he's in first, even faster than Max the Hunter, which, you know, that's saying a lot. It's good to see you guys again. I'm going to bring up my Twitch chat again, and then we will be good to start. And by start, I mean pour wine, not actually play the game. No, maybe I will... No, that's a bad idea. I was about to say maybe I'll go and sit in a room before actually pouring my wine, but that's a bad idea, because as soon as I'm going to get into a room in this game, they are going to be desperate to get straight on the hunt. So, no, we won't be doing that one. Because if I rush myself with this... shit's gonna get ugly. Oh, hold on. I need to do some adjustments with my camera positioning. Sorry if this makes any noise. Now, I'm not doing this because I want you guys to be more close and personal with me. I'm doing this so that my microphone's slightly less obstructive. But anyway. Yes, I will be popping the cork on camera. I used to do that with beer, because I have had large beer bottles in the past that, as in not, you know what I mean, with corked beer bottles, and I have at times had explosions occur. Not necessarily on camera, but it did make me worried about doing it on camera, so not so much doing it on camera. If I could take the camera into the bathroom with me to do it, I'd be a-okay with doing that. I'm not afraid of showing explosions on camera. It's just a matter of me being afraid of getting it all on my fucking carpet, if you can imagine that. So anyway, that was kind of off camera, sorry. I mean, if I'm gonna do something on camera, it's better to do it on camera. Whoa. The cork just, I don't know if that hit the ceiling or not. Did that hit the ceiling? Sorry if that noise scared the shit out of you guys. You know, live cork popping. Look, at least it was not followed by any liquid. But seriously, that's a thing. Okay. I'm not going to go pick up that cork, that's kind of annoying. But anyway, let's pour this and then, well, not a good enough angle. We'll be hunting soon, guys, fear not. I'm not angling it so well here, look. Normally you don't pour wine like that, Doomlink. Normally you do it like this. Hold from the bottom. It's harder with a mic in the way, but... It's not easy. This is a really terrible angle to pour from. Ugh. Okay. Well, that worked. You don't know why? Well, I was worried that it was going to scare the shit out of you. It's backwards, whatever. Because of course I do flip my display so that it can be on this side. But yeah, again, hopefully it didn't scare any viewers because, yeah, the cork went flying. Don't think it hit the ceiling. It might have, but anyway. Hot days call for cooling drinks, such as it is. Where is my controller? There it is. Okay, let's get started. I need to actually hurry up and get into a room before my VOD viewers freak out and start skipping through the video and miss all the fun stuff. But anyway, it's connecting for the first time here, and we'll check to see who is hunting. No. You bastards. Now, I'm not going to start having a discussion about this because this is a long discussion to have. Fear not, I will purchase it. Of course, I will do it so that you guys can't see me purchasing it. What annoys me is that I have to do this while I'm live. I've already dragged things on by, you know, popping corks and pouring wine. So, that's fucking annoying. So what I will do, guys, is make it so you can't see me doing payments. Oh, come on. Connection stop it. So it automatically times me out of my connection. You guys can't see this, but basically I was about to select go to Nintendo eShop, and then it was like, nah, too bad. You're back in the game and now you've got connection lost. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Nintendo eShop. Making sure you can't see this. My payment information. But yeah, modern gaming, everyone, where you have to pay to play online. No, I think one of the reasons why is because it's for cloud saving and things like that, but yeah, it's freaking annoying. Just putting in information at the moment, and okay, if we can... Again, I'm sorry that I have to do this live, guys. This is the kind of thing that bothers the shit out of me, having to do this live. It's really stupid, and I would much rather not do this now. Okay. We're just going to purchase 1 month. I don't need to purchase more than that, because that's annoying. Yes. I have to scroll all the way fucking down. Don't worry, we'll be hunting soon, guys. This was just a setback that I was not expecting. Okay. So now it's going to do an automatic renewal, apparently. Don't know why it wasn't doing that before, but whatever. Should be back in game momentarily. What's going on? Come on. There we go. Once again, you have my apologies for that shit. Okay, now. Let's go and hunt something, shall we? Recruiting. Active stupid. And lymphokite. Okay, that's lovely. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop up my YouTube window, or pop out my YouTube chat, that is. Because I prefer that. And I'll have YouTube on the left and Twitch on the right, for once. Quite different to what I'm used to. It's usually the opposite. Charm farm, could do a little bit of that. How about we start off with some charm farming? It's been a while since I've played on this character. Well, as I have mentioned before, I'm only really playing Generations Ultimate these days when I'm doing live hunts. Like, if you don't see me recording this game, it means I'm not playing this game. I just don't really play it in my own time these days. Are you really gonna go... If you're gonna go Charge Blade on this fucking quest, it'll be a matter of see you later. And that's what'll be going on if you want to do Charge Blade. Am I like an elitist or what? No, it's not so much that I'm an elitist, it's just you want things to be systematic. Quick, systematic, and whatever else when you're doing that quest, and him running Charge Blade is not that, so yeah. It's just that with that particular quest, usually you have a group of people all going Pierce Gun so you can just destroy Brachydios immediately. That's pretty much what you do when you're charm farming that quest. If he's going to run Charge Blade, then no, not really interested personally. We've got a Chinese room with ZZ and ZZ. Wait, no, it's more like ZZ. Z and ZZ. This must be a variation on Chinese that I'm not familiar with. It's not Cantonese, it's not Mandarin, and it's not whatever else exists. This is something else. Maybe ancient Chinese, maybe that's how they used to talk. Rust Razor G3. Could do Rust Razor G3. I haven't done Rust Razor at this level before. I have indeed fought Rust Razor. I don't know why, but I have. And, yeah, he's interesting. I like the look of his weapons, they look pretty cool. But I haven't fought him too much. Fairly good wine, this one. I'm happy with it. See my flute. It's a fairly nice one. This one is a 1960s Holmgard flute, designed by, oh my god, what's his name? Bent Severin. Almost forgot. I've got a few Holmgard pieces, some designed by Per Lutken from the Ship series, and some from this series designed by Ben Severin. I forgot the name of that series though, you'll have to forgive me. But anyway. Sounds like you having a stroke. Oh, I'll be having a stroke soon, don't worry, because it's really frickin' hot today. Alrighty, so, Rust Razor, what's he wigged to? Let's have a look at the armor to find out, shall we? Because with my new laptop I don't have pings decks on it yet, because I'm lazy, so I'll get it soon. What's this? Something was new. Was the Garo stuff new, I guess? Rust Razor, here we go. So he's weakest to thunder, according to this, so he's the same as all of the crabs, basically. It's weird, just as I saw that, I had this sudden urge to play Freedom Unite. Maybe I'll do Doomlink's Live Hunts in Unite next, although I would prefer not to do that. I'd prefer to do the PSP games in the Random Hunt series, because it's just easier, because Huntsverse is really temperamental, like whether or not I'll be able to get into a good room, and I don't really want to risk having a shit live session because of that, so... I mean, I'd love to do it live, but again, it's not always great. Yeah, how about we go Death Grip for once? Something a little different. Maybe you guys have seen it on camera, I'm not too sure. But yeah. Whether or not we wait for... oh, okay, so we've got Malfestio, a Hyper Malfestio at that as well, so that's fine. I'm not going to be sticking around for multiple quests. I will, of course, just be doing one quest and then dipping out and finding a new room. That's generally how I do things in Live Hunts, just to keep things nice and interesting for you all. Alright. So we'll probably go attack up, just so that we can get as much damage as possible with our sword and shield. Pretty much, I've explained this before, most certainly, but the whole idea of my Death Grip set is to give as much damage to the weapon as possible. So if you have a look, it's attack up large and sharpness +2, so it's getting maximum sharpness multipliers, and it's also getting maximum raw damage out. So, oh god, okay, well apparently I'm drunk. But in-game that is. But anyway, you can see I'm doing 342 raw damage, and almost 40 element, or in this case, status, which is paralysis, which is really good by the way, like... Well, because I've also got status attack +2. It's a really good set, as far as I'm concerned. Like, functionally, it's really good. Doomlink is getting oils for his sword and shield. All hell is freezing over at this moment. Should I get Mind's Eye or Affinity? I don't even know what stamina does. Excuse me. So it's basically exhaust file, but an oil. Have I ever recorded Freedom 1 on this channel? Only once. I did it for my... Well, it was going to be a video showcasing the very first time. I didn't think it was going to be the very first time. I thought it was going to be the only time, but back in Huntsverse you have a achievement, or an achievement called... what's it called again? F1 Resurrection F. So basically, if you can get 10 people into Guildhall F in Freedom 1, you get an achievement in Hunsterverse. This was the very first one of those, and I didn't know that it was going to be something that you could do in the future. But that was the first time, and I recorded that. And that was intended to be sort of a showcase of that event in Hunsterverse, which was very, what's the word? Off the cuff. It just sort of happened out of nowhere, very random, and then it became a proper achievement in Hunsterverse after that point. But I instead used it as a reveal video for this game. So that's the only time I've really recorded Freedom 1. And that was... what would that have been? June of 2018, I think it was. The name of that video is Monster Hunter Generation... okay, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate announced, and I'm sopping wet. That was the title of that, because I was extremely... like, I was just beside myself. Because I was in a really dark place at that time. I was really, really not liking World at all. Like, I was just... and it was hurting me to not like World. I still had my PS4 at that time, and I was playing World occasionally. Not much at all, like I was really dropping back on my play. And I don't like how close I am. Let's move this back a bit. Yeah, there we go. And I was feeling like really uncomfortable with the game. And then, out of nowhere, it's announced that Double Cross is getting a translation. I nearly shat. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. My whole world collapsed. I was like, I didn't think we were going to get a translation for this game. And so the next day I went and recorded a sort of reaction video to it. I was so excited, and I went and sold my PS4 and Monster Hunter World, and it was the best day of my life. And I went and bought a Switch as well. And the game was coming out in August, so maybe 2 or 3 months after I had recorded that video. So, it's really, really good stuff. What am I hunting again? Rust Ray, I don't even know where they start. Someone's been discovered? I don't even know where that guy is. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna guess over this way, maybe. Didn't I just come from there? Shit. Okay, I think I know where they are. You're not gonna paintball Malfestio? Paintball him, man! Okay, Wolf, can you please paintball Malfestio? Can you at least be the guy who's using his... apparently not. Not only is he unable to paintball Malfestio, he is also unable to go into the correct area to pursue Rust Razor. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Malfestio should be in this area. We're going to paintball him. And then... should be good. Yep. It's so you can fucking keep track of where he is, so once we kill Malfestio, we know exactly where... sorry, once we kill Rust Razor, we know exactly where Malfestio is. So, yeah, it's a good thing. Wolf is completely lost. Fun fact. I mean, he's making his way to Rust Razor now, fortunately. But, I mean, I will give him one thing. This location is really confusing. Like, most of the time, I don't know where the fuck I'm going in this fucking area. It's terrible. It's really hot, by the way. And when it's really hot, ow. I'm too busy complaining about how hot it is here. But when it's really hot and humid, having long hair kind of sucks. Because where it touches your neck, you have to understand, like, your neck is sweating, right? And your hair starts to stick to it, and then that sweat transfers to your hair, and it's just not good stuff. Like, it's not nice. When I was first recording Skyward Sword, it was really hot. This was late 2018 when I was recording Skyward Sword for the first time, and into early 2019, and oh my god, I was just dripping with sweat on camera, but you couldn't really see it because I was far away. So, uh-oh, he's coming after someone, possibly me. Don't you have an AC? No. I do in the main house, but where I am, no. I live in sort of a separate part to the main house, and normally I would open my windows and that's fine. Like, you have to understand, airflow is what does it. The reason why I sit in here dying whenever I'm recording from the heat, like if it's hot, I'm usually in here dying and suffocating. And the reason why is because it's important that I shut the windows so that you're not hearing the sound of the cicadas. Because if, like, oftentimes with my windows shut, you guys can hear cicadas in the microphone and it sounds like a distant static and it's kind of annoying. But if I have the windows open, the sound of the cicadas is going to be almost equal amplitude to that of my voice. And that's, forget being unsalvageable, it'll just be a complete waste of time, like I may as well not record at all at that point. So basically I have to shut my windows, and that basically causes zero airflow, and I'm essentially sitting in a sauna when I'm recording. That's just the situation, you know. I need to get a new fan. I did have a fan, but I need to get a new one. It broke like 2 years ago. It was almost working last year during the summer, but no. No longer. She's dead. I mean, I'm sure it could almost work now. Like, you might get a little bit of breeze out of it, but no, it's gone. It was a fairly cheap fan. It's probably like $100 when I bought it before. And it must be 9 years old now. So it's lasted reasonably well. I think we got it in 2011 or something. But anyway. That was 2 houses ago now. But anyway, that is a dead rust razor. Oh, I think you can sort of see that I've got a bit of a sheen on my face. So yeah. What would not be visible when recording Skyward Sword in terms of me sweating on camera is probably visible to you in this recording, so yeah. Deary me. Deary me. Are we going the right way for this? I think he's in that area that I'm thinking of, so yeah. Anyway, I don't have a problem with quests like having a deviant and another monster if I'm just doing the quest for fun, but if I'm actually intending to kill all deviants, or all levels of a particular deviant, it's really fucking annoying, and I don't really want to do it. But again, in this case, because I don't have any intention of doing Rust Razor properly, I can enjoy it. So we'll do Round Force, and we'll do Sword Dance as well, while I'm confused. And I missed the vast majority of those attacks, sadly. I also have Sword Dance 3 now. I didn't have Sword Dance 3 originally. I think when I was first recording I only had Sword Dance 2. And that was mostly in Hunting with Purpose when I was recording this game. I think even now I've done a lot more in Hunting with Purpose than in live hunts or in random hunts of this game. But that will probably change soon because I'm not going to really... Actually, I do intend to continue recording this game in Hunting with Purpose because I would like to get the Hayabusa Feather at some point. So whenever I decide that I want to do that, God knows when, I think I just needed a break from playing this game on a semi-daily basis, which is what I was doing for a period of like 3 or 4 months last year. So just needed a break from that, and then once I've had enough of a break, obviously I have not had enough of a break yet, I will probably then move on to getting the Hayabusa Feather. I'd guarantee that the next game will be announced before such time that I get the Hayabusa Feather. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I just find the Hayabusa Feather to be very useful. A friend of mine, Sam, he got the Hayabusa Feather like 3 times because he had to play the game 3 times over. Like, props to that guy. But, yeah, he says that he doesn't even use it. I'm like, well, what's wrong with you? I'm constantly finding armor sets that would benefit immensely from the Hayabusa Feather that I want to make. And I just, yeah. I unfortunately do not have it, so I can't reap the benefits of it. But anyway. It's getting a bit darker now because natural lighting outside is constantly shifting, so yeah. I will probably turn my room light on so that you can get a bit of light. Would rather not, because even with my room light on, previously it was too bright. So, one moment. That's looking a bit better, isn't it? The magic of lighting. And the frustration of relying on natural lighting, of course. What? No. I'm not talking about the next A-Team game, or Alpha Team, or Team A, whatever I was saying before. I'm not talking about a replacement for that fucking piece of shit video game that's on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, talking about the next portable team game, which will replace, well, not replace, but succeed the game that I'm playing right now. Like, forget World, like, that doesn't exist to me. One thing you need to understand about me is that I'm not discussing that game. That doesn't, most of what I say, like, World is not factored into that. Words cannot even describe how much I don't care about that game. But anyway, yeah, so the next portable team game, which will most likely be for the Switch, because they're not going to come out with a new console to replace the Switch before that time, so definitely it will be on the Switch. Yeah, that will likely be announced before I end up getting... Oh, I forgot to use my affinity oil. Typical. But, yeah. It'll probably be announced within the next 6 months. In fact, definitely announced within the next 6 months. And then it'll probably come either late this year or early next year. That's my guess. Pour it like this. Alright. So, next room. What shall we hunt? G Hyper Gore, hey, let's do it. Seems like fun. But yeah, they're currently working, I'm pretty sure they're currently working on the next, like Beta Team is working on the next game, or Portable Team. And when they choose to announce it, we will see what it's going to end up being like. What I'm interested to know is what they're going to call it, because, you know, will they call it 5th gen? Like, will it be Monster Hunter 5? It's possible, like, they might do it. I really don't know. I want them to do Monster Hunter 5. I think they will, because from sources that I've discussed with, there's a fair chance that they're going to be catering to the older, or the old community. So they'll be catering to the Japanese players, and they don't like World, right? So the Japanese players are going to want something more along the lines of Generations Ultimate. If not Generations Ultimate, then something that's either evolved from that, in the same vein, more of an anime style vein, or perhaps even going backwards a little bit. So that's pretty much what we can expect with that. It's not going to be World on the Switch. Are they on a quest? I think they're on a quest. No. Okay. Well, they're just relaxing, and obviously not in any particular rush. Also, that background sound that you're hearing is indeed the cicadas, and that's with my windows shut. And those are shut so tight that there's zero airflow in my room right now, so yeah, that is a thing. Okay. Now, what do we want to use? This guy's turned up and just posted a quest straight up. This prick. He's obviously just posted something random. Yep. No, it's not. It's 5th generation Monster Hunter, but it's not Monster Hunter 5. Only a game called Monster Hunter 5 is... no, number 7, please. Let's get a grip for a moment. Everyone knew from day one, before World came out. Everyone knew it in 2017, in fact, back when it was first being announced, and I did do a video for that back in 2017. Everyone knew it was 5th generation Monster Hunter. That's not up for debate. Obviously, World is 5th generation Monster Hunter, but it's not called Monster Hunter 5, so we're not calling it Monster Hunter 5. But they may very well call the next game to come after Generations Ultimate Monster Hunter 5 something or other, or just Monster Hunter 5. We'll see what they go with. All these people have decided to hunt a Cantor, apparently, so we'll go with that. But yeah. Of course World is the 5th generation Monster Hunter, but it's not Monster Hunter 5 because they're not calling it that. So there is still a possibility that they will call the next portable game Monster Hunter 5, because that name has not yet been used, because it's more, they're trying to move ahead. Alpha Team is trying to go ahead with a new naming scheme, whereas Beta Team, who is trying to appeal to the Japanese crowd, are going to go with a more traditional naming scheme, or at the very least there's a higher possibility that they will do that. And so as a result, they will probably have Monster Hunter 5 be the name, and no matter what, it's probably going to be translated for us in a similar way to how the translations worked before. So it would be 5G for them and 5 Ultimate for us, or something like that. Or Beta Team could just come up with an entirely new naming scheme. We'll find out, but we just don't know yet. What are these people doing? Anyway. I don't want to talk about World anymore. I didn't even want to say the name of the game. I swear to God, I'm about to get pissed off again, because I fucking hate that game. I hate it! I really hate that fucking game. I'm sorry, I can't hold it in anymore. I hate that game. I hate it. I want it to just stop existing. Why can I not just... What do you mean, Lord Thor? Shut up. The other guy was doing other things as well. Didn't say my name. Okay, so... No, I'm just so fucking angry whenever I think about that game even existing. It's like, just get it out. Get it out! I was so happy when the game just didn't exist. And I didn't even realise it. It's only when you realise that it will never be the same that you get really pissed off with the fact that it exists. What's the other dragon weapon that I have? Fatalis Legacy. We're just going to go Great Sword with this and then we'll go. These guys are very soon to depart without me. I always end up on the subject of that fucking game. Whenever I'm fucking recording a Monster Hunter game, it's always world. It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. It's Capcom's fault for coming out with this stupid game. That's whose fucking fault it is. So sick of that game. Fuck. Everyone wants to fucking talk to me about World. Not even like just general friends. I've got, you know, the friend of mine who fucking kicked Gaijin Hunter. He always wants to tell me about Iceborne. I don't care about it. I don't want to know about it. Shut up. Stop telling me about it. I tell him that. I'm like, stop talking to me about the game. And he wants to keep telling me about it. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. I want to go to a fucking universe where World never was made. Okay? I want to go back in time. I want to live in blissful ignorance of its existence. I want to just go away from it. Just get out of my face. I'm sick of that game so much. I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to lose my mind. You have to understand, it has been plaguing me for 2 years now. I can't handle it. Everyone is like, world. It's shit. And no one cares. No one cares that it's shit. No one gives a damn. Because everything that I outline as a problem, everything that I outline as something that's worse, is like, oh yeah, but it doesn't bother me. Yeah, go on, keep giving them your money. While they destroy the series. Have fun. Have fucking fun. World is evolution. Is it? Okay. Yeah. It's evolution. One day I'll think of a good fucking comparison to make with that one. It's kind of like how, let's look at architecture. We can look back at old buildings and how they were built, and you can say, wow, the standard of craftsmanship was so different in those days. Just the way every house looked different, and how everyone imparted their own personal design onto everything, and everything just looked like you really cared about it. Now, designs in architecture are all uniform, they all look the same, they're all basic, they're all simple, they're all this and that. That's a similar sort of thing to this evolution of world. It's basic. It's so basic. It is stripping down the game series into something simple that everyone can enjoy. Oh, how good is that for Capcom's wallet? How bad is that for everyone with a fucking brain who has a sense of standard? Oh, I'm just so done. Because nothing that I say means anything to anyone who likes World. That's what bothers me the most. Nothing. Because ultimately I do understand that it is opinion at the end of the day. You cannot get away from that. Everything is subjective. Of course it is. It's subjective whether or not you think that making a game more simplistic is good or bad. That's a fact. So, you know, in some ways it was made more complicated, but not in good ways, not in the ways that mattered. I can shoot things out of a slingshot on my arm. That means the game's more complicated. No. I can track monsters with scoutflies. That means it's more complicated. No. Not necessarily. Not in a good way. I give up. I'm so sick of that game. I just can't stand it. Because the thing that pisses me off the most about that fucking game is that they called it Monster Hunter. That is what makes me most angry. I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle it anymore. Many months ago I got really angry and said I wouldn't even refer to the game by name. But I can't get away from it. I can't get away from it because no one wants to just shut up about it. It's like, well. Did you know Iceborne is coming out? It's coming out on PC. It's gonna be really fun. No, it's not. It's fucking terrible, actually. Oh, I just got hit by that. So, I didn't know it was coming out. I would have loved to have not even known. I would have loved to have forgotten that World existed. That's what I would have fucking loved. I would have been so happy for the game to never not have existed. Oh, Doomlink, you decided that it was bad before it even launched. No, not true. I was very positive with the video that I made in 2017. I basically said, hey, it could be really interesting, could be really good. I'm excited to play it. I bought a PS4 for it. Like, I played it in the beta. I wanted to enjoy it. I gave it many, many months, hundreds of hours of time to win me over. And I don't even want to acknowledge the fact that it exists. I gave it more of a chance than any game I have ever given in my entire life, because it's been branded as Monster Hunter. And that was the big fucking mistake by Capcom, the fact that they branded it as Monster Hunter. It is not Monster Hunter, it is a new game that is similar to Monster Hunter. It is a Capcom game with Monster Hunter remnants, and calling it Monster Hunter is a fucking abomination. That is a fact. As far as I'm concerned, and people can disagree, hey, live on. Enjoy life. Enjoy World. I would like to be able to enjoy World. I am oftentimes left going, fuck, why is it that World has to be so bad? Why do I have to dislike it so much? I would love to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. It makes me sad that I dislike it. It could have been so good, but it's not. It's not good. It's terrible. And I have tried to like it, and I cannot. This is a fact. I have tried very hard, and my attempts have fallen short of anything worthwhile. My attempts have fallen short of anything except sheer frustration and anger and loss of interest to a degree that can barely be described with words that make sense to anyone, except for garbled, visceral rage. That is a fucking reality. Oh, well, it's so fun! It's Capcom's best-selling game so far. Yeah, you know why? Because it was the Monster Hunter formula that was always Capcom's best work that was made available to many, many people by simplifying it. That's all that is. It's nothing more, and it's nothing more interesting than that. That's it. It's a more simplified version of the formula. That's all. I'm so fucking over that shit. I've gone and put myself in a foul mood now. No, really, I have to stop. Now, you guys wondered why I said that I don't want to refer to Monster Hunter World by name. It's because I wanted to avoid this. Me just losing my mind. No, that's fine. I'm not blaming it. Number 7, don't take it personally. Absolutely not. Like, it's not your fault. If it's the only Monster Hunter game that you could have gotten your hands on, that's fine. I don't mind that. I have a very personal problem with World that is not related to you at all. So just keep that in mind. As I sit here getting upset in a rather childish manner, just remember it has nothing to do with you. It's me and that game, that's it. All the people who either like it or dislike it are irrelevant to the fact that it's me and that game and that's it. Because I try to look, I don't know. Sometimes I relate it to the way people react to the game by saying, people should have better standards. But hey, all of these people who played the game for the first, as their first Monster Hunter game, they have no choice. They have no hope. Those people, those poor fucking people, have got no chance. But in terms of making an informed decision. But what leaves me shocked is all of the people who seem to latch on to World, even having played all of the other games. That shocks me. I'm really shocked by those people, and I will never understand those people. I really... They are beyond me. There are plenty of people who I associate with who do not like World and do not play it. And they're mostly on Hunsterverse, but... Those people who played older Monster Hunter games and still enjoy World, they are aliens to me. They do not make any sense to me, and I cannot understand them. I cannot. Anyway. It's pretty easy to play the older games, number 7, I'd recommend. I mean, unless you have a super, super terrible PC, which I don't think you do. Like, Portable Third is perfectly easy to play. If you just take the time to sign up to Hunsterverse, and, we could play together, I don't really care. But, yeah, if you can get that emulated, it's fine, because that's what I do. I just emulate the game. I had it on PSP, but it's terrible to record it that way, because then you're recording it through component cables and it looks really messy and not nice. But if you can emulate it, then it's really worthwhile. That's why I did it, so that I could record it nicely. And you can also easily play with people online through things like Hunsterverse. So yeah, would definitely recommend giving that a try. So, and Unite as well, if you really want to throw yourself into it. I mean, Unite is an interesting subject because most people think that Unite is terrible. It's really outdated, has not aged well at all, and it's not a good Monster Hunter game. And for me, I understand where people come from when they say that. I'm not going to say that they're wrong when they say that. I have had people say that Portable Third feels janky, and that Portable Third is just not comfortable to play, and I don't even understand where the hell those people are coming from. That's complete idiocy as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Unite is fun, pain and failure on Twitch, but more than anything else, I understand that it is a messy game, but there's enjoyment to be had there. If you want to experience old Monster Hunter, that's the game to play, because it is the most ironed out of the first 2 generations of Monster Hunter games. The other ones actually have serious, serious problems. Unite, for the most part, is fine. And for those who play Unite and think it has an incredible number of problems, yeah, it probably does. But I'm telling you, compared to the games before it, it's frickin' well polished. So they could not have done any better with 2nd gen than Unite, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe they could have, had they put enough effort in, but by that time you have to understand that Tri was just around the corner. Unite came out in 2008 in Japan, and Tri came the year later in Japan. They were already working on Tri. They weren't going to put the effort in to make 2nd gen amazing, because they already had the next generation. So, yeah. I'd say that you'd still be able to run Portable Third, number 7. You can give it a try. I'd recommend giving it a try. Portable Third is just a good go-to game for people who can't easily play, like, you know, the Wii U and things like that, and who want to experience 3rd gen. Definitely Portable Third is worthwhile. No, I'm not hunting a Cantor again. It's not even in a Cantor room. What are you doing? Fuck's sake. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. Or the next hunt, I should say, not the next game. Oh dear. Grinding Deviant, Stonefist G1. Haha, no. I fought a lot of Stonefist. It was terrible, actually. Really not fun. Atul Khan, no way in hell. What is this? Maybe an inside joke of sorts, I don't know. Hellblade. I fought Hellblade somewhat recently on camera, so I think I'll abstain from that. My hair is being weird. And the lighting again is being not amazing. What is happening with the lighting? Okay. There we go. Just like that, we've got better lighting. Really sick of the outside lighting just constantly changing, but anyway. And number 7, really, like, it's not going to be difficult to run. Like, you might get frame drops here and there, but it's perfectly fine for the most part. Like, there are plenty of people on Hunsterverse. Like, you have to understand, like, a fair percentage of people who play on Hunsterverse, like, they don't even have computers. Like, they run it on phones because they're from Southeast Asia. Like, from what I can tell, in Southeast Asia, more people have phones than computers because phones are just computers to those people these days. So, yeah, and the people who do have computers, they're really shit computers for the most part. So, yeah, I'd say you'd be fine. Like a 2013 laptop that's not for gaming. It would probably be fine. Uh-oh, pain and failure. Uh-oh. We have a person in the Twitch chat who plays Hunsterverse on phone. Look, nothing personal, pain and failure, but you people kind of ruined Hunsterverse. I'm just gonna say that. Like, it's not your fault. It's not like a personal thing. It's just phone users on Hunsterverse kind of ruined Hunsterverse because the people who actually have proper systems to play on, they have their connection ruined by the phone users, or the mobile players, however you want to say that. Because, you know, what should be a smooth online experience is instead ruined by people playing on the phone. So then, everyone's affected at that point. Everyone in the group of 4 is affected because some guy's on a phone, and it just fucks everything up. So, yeah. Or that person keeps disappearing because they keep checking the Discord chat, and it's terrible. It's really bad. But, whatever. EX turns, no. Join my army? Sure. Nope, someone else has already joined his army. I'm too late. Nightcloak. I'm not even kidding. I didn't even know there was a deviant called Nightcloak. Seriously, have not heard of it before. Alright. Let's see who it is. Ah, it's Malfestio. I did not even know that there was a deviant Malfestio. How about that? You learn something new every day. The reason why I didn't know is because I really have not bothered with deviants. I barely bothered with them in Generations, and I have not bothered with them at all in this game. I have killed some Generations Ultimate exclusive deviants, but I have never really had an intention of fighting all of them, for example. I don't even know what this guy's weak to. Let's go with Raw. How about that? What's a good Raw set? We could go Blunt Longsword. How about that? Whoops. Ah. So, pain and failure. The person in my YouTube chat, his name is Mistake Number 7, he said the following. I actually tried it on my phone, but the controls made me want to kill myself. Now, I have to say that I never actually played on phone myself, like, but looking, all I have to do is think about it. Having to tap this screen when I want to play the game, that is fucking terrible. Like, just the thought of it is terrible, and having to actually do that, that's even worse. So, not only are the phone users compromising the experience of all of the PC gamers by playing on their phones, they're also doing it just to have an inferior experience. You know, it's pretty sad. But anyway, okay, let's go and fight Malfestio. Who else is in the quest? Okay, we've got Basarios, that's fine. Now, an interesting thing to mention about blunt weapons is that there is footage of me playing with blunt weapons on my channel where I'm actually getting down to red sharpness and continuing to attack with them. Now, I did find out through trial and error, not through any sort of research, but purely through observing my poor performance in hunts. Once you do hit red sharpness, that's it. You're not doing additional damage. You're doing just nothing at that point. Whatever it's called, bludgeoner I think it is. Yeah, bludgeoner just doesn't help you when you hit red sharpness, so you do need to sharpen up from red. So, that's a thing. That is indeed a Cantor longsword. It was a weapon that people did use earlier on, but it is a lot better now that you do have skills like bludgeoner. And keep in mind that this thing, the reason why this weapon is really good is because it doesn't have super negative affinity as well. It actually has positive affinity and has low sharpness, which is so good for a game like this where you have skills like bludgeoner that increases attack based on the low level of sharpness that you have. So, yeah. The Cantor is a no-brainer in this game, I have to say. I think we need to go... Oh, we've got Basarios here. Okay. Bludgeoner sucks, FYI. No, it doesn't. Anyways, moving on. It doesn't suck, but thanks for your input. You need to maybe redefine the word sucks, because it doesn't suck. It may be slightly inferior to what would be the meta, but it does not suck at all. But again, thanks for your input. Alrighty. There's nothing wrong with a variation to the way... This guy turns invisible? Okay, well that's something I wasn't aware of. Again, I did not even know that this guy existed, so that's a fun fact to keep in mind. But yeah, so this is a completely new experience for me, guys. You'll be experiencing my first experience hunting the deviant Malfestio, who is currently beating me up big time. Oh, let's get out of this. Okay. No, it sucks apparently, Don Juanissimo. It sucks. I am running a number of skills. And show you again. So I've got Repeat Offender, I've got Critical Boost. So that's some serious fucking damage we've got here. We've got 429 raw with Repeat Offender on a weapon that already has 30 affinity. Like, what do you want? It sucks. Well, no, it doesn't actually. Like, sorry. Like, there's not much debate about that. It doesn't suck. Might be better stuff, but... yeah. Look out. Might get Unhinged Spirit on the go momentarily. Oh, he's gone invisible again. Why didn't I land that way? That's the sort of way you would land if I had... Oh, looks like Basarios has appeared. Oh no, that's weird. He was digging past us, but he didn't actually stop in this area. Look out. Missed his face there. I was hoping to just clip his face on the edge of that sword. I'm just trying to watch and observe to see what is going on here. Seems to be mostly the same sort of Malfestio moves, it's just that he also turns invisible from time to time. To be fair, I've been paying more attention to the chat than the monsters, so... Once I finish this combo, I will... Never mind. I was going to say I will Unhinged Spirit. Let's do it now. It's probably not the best time to do it, because it's better if you can get that round slash to make contact with the monster. But I wasn't able to do that, unfortunately. Alright, let's try and get him with a full combo. One thing that I do find frustrating about the longsword is that you can't always get a full combo off, because the monster can move a lot in the time that it takes for you to do a combo. Malfestio seems to be one of those monsters. Oh, he's invisible again. Shut up. Oh wait, I didn't mean to use critical juncture at that time. That was not an intended situation. Oh, what's the deal with you? Malfestio is boring now? Okay. So first, Bludgeoner sucks. Not somewhat inferior to the meta, but sucks. And Malfestio is also boring. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Kinds of people you meet on the internet, really. Everyone has their own opinions, I suppose. I have plenty of opinions that are fucking annoying to some people, but... yeah. Alrighty. Malfestio is very interesting because it has the confuse attack. It's an owl. There has never been an owl monster before now in the series, which is fun just on its own, but he also has his own little status effect, which is, you know, if that's boring, I'm sorry, but I think you're playing the wrong game. Because if Malfestio is boring, everything must be super boring to you, as far as I'm concerned. So unfortunately I didn't get much damage out with my hinged spirit attack, because he moves around a little bit too much for that, unfortunately. Oh, I just missed my full charge, but I should be able to get to red. Never mind, he's going to roar, and I do not have roar resistance on this set. Oop. There he is. I almost want to say that that attack has more range to it than... oh dear. I was going to say that maybe that confuse attack has more range than his slam down. In the normal sense. Of course confusion is annoying. Well, what you're describing, pain and failure, is just, you know, of course it's annoying. The whole idea is that you get used to it. That's it. Everything's annoying at first, but you have to, you know, just get used to it. Now, confusion, it's normal for me. I just move in the opposite way, that's how it is. So I can demonstrate that now, like I'm just moving in the opposite way, you just do it. It's not boring, it's something different and interesting, at least for me, like having played lots of other games. Annoying is see how he just walked over me there? That gets rid of your confusion. If you're really opposed to confusion, you just get him to hit you a little bit. Not even with a heavy attack, just avoid all of his heavy attacks and let him hit you with something small, just to knock you. And then you're not confused anymore. It's a fairly easy scenario. Or fairly easy, what's the word? I don't know. I've lost the word now. I think we head down. Yeah. Anyway. We're not performing too well here. Probably because I'm not performing too well, to be honest. I have not been fighting him very well. My attacks have not been hugely consistent. But yeah. Look out. Oh, it still managed to hit me with that. Oh. Oh. That's one annoying thing about confusion, when it suddenly stops affecting you. Then you're suddenly moving opposite to what you should be. And it's kind of annoying. Shut up! I'm just trying to hit you, please. I'm stuck on white right now. Can I get this off? Yes. Fortunately. Okay, he's been flashed. I should go and try and... I'm waiting for exhaustion so that I can trap him. Here we go, should be able to get to red here. And then we'll probably unhinged spirit the red. Oof. I just missed my fucking unhinged spirit because he did a random fucking side attack on me, which is pretty bad. Get away from that. Oh, never mind. So he's limping away. Can go for a capture if we want to. It's not my quest. I really don't care what we do with this guy, but we'll have to see. No idea what's happening with the lighting, guys. Like, there was good... Like, it was super bright outside when I started recording. Now it's not. So... no idea. Hold on. I've gone all out. Whoa. That's possibly overkill. Okay. Sorry, guys. That's slightly better. Somewhat. That's really annoying. Of course, natural lighting's a lot better than this, but... anyway. Life goes on, doesn't it? That's fine, number 7. Alright, time for Basarios. Which should be perfectly fine. We do have a set that pretty much works with Mind's Eye. I love how all of his fire attacks are just completely missing me right now. It's pretty perfect. Well, those are our first Deviant Malfestio weapons. Or weapons. Our first Deviant Malfestio items that we've carved from him. That can either be made into weapons or armor. Whatever we want. But anyway. So I think this broken sword, this orange broken sword is still going to work for us. Like, that will give us decent damage. But... we don't get a damage boost with red broken sword, and it'll also just drop our damage drastically, so I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how it works. Can't talk today. And one annoying thing is when you are bouncing like this, you do not get as much of a increase in your gauge when you attack. Alright, we're going to do Unhinged Spirit in the red again. Let me just get up to red. 1 moment. It's going to be a lot easier to get our charges up on Basarios because he is generally a more stationary monster to that of Malfestio. So that should be easy. Here we go. Getting our combo off here. I'm going to get hit. Never mind. He has a really light hitbox, I have to say, or a really small hitbox depending on how you want to say that. If this was 2nd gen, I would have gotten annihilated at that moment. There we go. Now we're in the red, we are going to sharpen up to what I believe will be just the regular yellow sword. Let's see. Yep. Which is still fine. Still doing 442. Keeping in mind that we are still in Unhinged Spirit, I may as well help out with this mount. He's gonna roar. Shut up. That's annoying. Sorry if I get in your way at all, Alpha. With my combos. Ooh, thought he was roaring actually, I misjudged what he was doing. Looks like we've got a trap there, excellent timing. Oh. Meant to do a proper attack there, not just a draw. Or an unsheath in that sense. Or in that case. Look out. Oh dear. This reminds me a little bit of a Ruby Basarios confrontation. Again, I'd love to record some more for Ultimate, but unfortunately I just don't really have people to play with in that game. But anyway. I don't have to worry about having to record that game before servers shut down or anything like that, because I'll always be able to play that game online with someone, but yeah. I really should, with that in mind, play a little bit more 3 Ultimate. Because Generations Ultimate's going to be up until probably 2030 or something stupid like that. Maybe 2028, something like that. But, yeah. Just based on how long 3 Ultimate has been up for, with such a small number of players. I do have my counter, but I don't know, I suck. I never seem to find the occasion to use it. I do, but I don't. And with Basarios, he's a bit weird, like half the time he does things and I don't know what he's doing. Okay, maybe I can do it now. No, missed that attack. Just when I want him to hit me, he doesn't hit me, you know. Oh well. His tail attack is quite easy to manage. Which translates to not being great for critical juncture. Get away from his sleep. And we should be done with this quest momentarily, because I think he is close to limping. Heal our souls up. Well, completely missed me. I don't know if he was coming after me or what. But that was kind of pathetic if he was coming after me. Alright, let's get up to red and then Unhinged Spirit. I am kind of completely missing right now. This is not good. Oh, damn it. So maybe he's not at the point where he's limping yet. Well, he should be close anyway. We'll see what happens. How are we going for lighting? Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, he's on the floor. Again, I'm sorry for this lighting, guys. When I started recording, again, super bright outside, now it's not. I can't really control the sun and the clouds, so what can I do? Seemed like a good day to record on the lighting side of things. Obviously, it has not been, because I've had to constantly shift my frickin' room lighting to try and compensate, so... Oh, we need to sharpen up. Well, how long have we been recording for? 1 hour and 9? We'll probably finish up after this, for the simple reason that the lighting has not been to our favour. I was going to go until I finished my bottle, but don't think so. Not today. Let's get ourselves up to red. And I think he should be very close to death. Ow. Of course there's something wrong with my lighting. Your benchmark is when I was doing my my Dark Souls recording, which was dog shit lighting. Like that, it can't get much worse than that. Randomly got that tail. The lighting is terrible right now. Like, really bad. Ugh. I'm not liking it. I didn't actually see where he went. I guess we'll follow Alpha. He seems to know where to go. Ugh. He's doing that Gravios attack. Although it's not so much a Gravios attack in recent games. Still got Unhinged Spirit. Try and make the most of this. Come on, man, just die. Thank God. I was worried we were going to hit the 20-minute mark. Fortunately, we did not. So, could have been worse, could have been worse. Okay. So, that's the Deviant Malfestio. That's my first attempt at doing Deviant Malfestio. How much of my bottle do we have? A decent amount. Okay. So yeah. About an hour and 11 minutes, complete with a world rant, which shall stand to be my final world rant, and probably my go-to reasoning as to why I don't want to talk about that game. But, yeah. From this point forward, I will not discuss that game. I will not mention it by name. I will not reference it. I will not... It does not exist to me. Because, otherwise, you get more of that. Where I have a fucking mental breakdown. Okay. Night Cloak. Pretty cool name for a deviant. Without crossing over into the awkward realm, which is what the second generation names were for Nagakuga, Darkness, Dark Blade, and things like that. Like, oh my god. If you want to have a good laugh, have a look at the names in Freedom Unite for the Nagakuga weapons. Really funny. Anyway. I do thank you all for watching. This has been Doomlink's Life Hunts. This has been, I think, the 23rd part. And I'll see you when I'm next recording this series. Thanks for joining me, mistake number 7, and thanks, Max the Hunter, for making a short appearance. And thanks for the 2 people in the Twitch chat, Don Juanissimo in particular. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.